Hello students. So today we will discuss about the cities. Okay. So here we will find the application of the IoT in cities, in the smart cities. So here are some presentation about it, and let's see that how the IoT works for the cities. So in the picture you can see that in a city there are many buildings. Many buildings are related with the government. Many buildings are related with some ancient things, like some historical buildings also there. So there are many things in a city, and there are many buildings in a city. So actually the point is that these the structural health of these buildings are need to be monitored. Okay. So for this case, because there are some earthquake also, the earthquake also is there. So these type of problems are there with the cities. Okay. With the buildings of the cities, right? So this may be cause for a greater loss of a human being, human life and all. So for that the monitoring, the technology, IoT technology provides us the flexibility to check that whether any kind of the building is appropriate for the working or not. Okay. So here you can see that we put some small sensors on our in our building, and if earthquake will come, then and a crack happens over there. So this is a sensor. This is basically a sensor, a small simple sensor. If a crack will happen over there, then the IoT sensor will send a information to the server, right? So that is a structural health monitoring using a for a smart city. Okay. Now there are many waste things are over there. So there are some devices which are with the garbage box, and when this garbage box full, then this device can send a signal that the garbage has been filled, and it needs a clearance. Okay. So now there is a smartphones. There are some smartphones. So there are some air quality monitoring also. So that is a very hard today, that as the population is increasing, mainly in India. So the population, this directly affect the air quality, and because of the increase in the industries, and increase in the cars and vehicles. So it directly hits the air quality, and it can be monitored by the IoT device. So if the things goes to the critical level, so an alarm can be generated using the IoT system. So as I told you that because of so many pupils are there, so many cars and many problems are there. So there are some sensors can be implemented which continuously monitor the noise, and we can easily manage this noise by using some management techniques, and there are some noise monitoring techniques, and this also provides us that how much noise is needed for our ears, and how much noise is needed for the human being, so that no any living problem could be over there. Traffic congestion can be monitored using this these IoT devices. So here you can see that object finding and object recognition systems are over there. So some congestion, some moving particles, if there is any moving particle get congested, get stuck at somewhere, then it is known as congestion. Okay. So you can find that a camera is monitoring all the devices, all these cars, and it also finds that what is the level of the congestion, and this congestion can be transferred to the server, so that accurate decisions can be taken for monitoring of the for management of the traffic. What is the energy consumption of the city? It is very important, and this can also be considered using a IoT system. So smart parking, we have already discussed about the smart parking type of the application of the IoT. So it may be for a city, if the smart parking is not there, then it may be a problem for the government, so that because they may unable to tolerate the things, and they may there may be a stuck in a parking system, and there may be a you can say problematic case. So smart parking systems must be over there. So energy management, this is also a part of smart lighting, is also a smart part of a smart energy management. So if there is any device, or if there is any car or something like that, then only the lights must be open, and accordingly the light must work. So there is some steps how these things works actually. So first is the sensor detector whether whether a parking space is occupied or vacant. Then it sends a signal to the transmitted data to somewhere where it is a data center, and then smart home app request may be generated using this to have that whether the smart parking system is available or not, and then parking fee will be paid by the user. If there is a space in the car, then the parking in the car, then he can pay the fee of the to the network, and then special permit will be allowed to this car, so that he can park this to the system directly. And then this is how the car can be managed and can be used by the IoT system. So these all things are there, and smart lighting is over there. Means that when there is a light deficiency of light, then only the lights will be start to work. This will help us for the management of the energy also. So automation of the building, so we can automate the building easily. We have so many things over there. We have the water pipes, we have the light system, we have so many things are over there. We have the cooling towers. So these type of the buildings can be managed using the IoT system. It is my last point. So that's how we can check the system for the IoT. So all these things you need to write when it comes in the exam, and you have to write all about the smart city. Thank you for the lecture.